Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Bhagavān Vacha vīta-rāga-bhaya-krodhā man-mayā upāśritāḥ bahavo jnāna-tapasā bhūtā mad-bhāvamāgataḥ. Attain. Vīta-rāga-bhaya-krodhā man-mayā upāśritāḥ bahavo jnāna-tapasā bhūtā mad-bhāvamāgataḥ. Vīta-rāga-bhaya-krodhā man-mayā upāśritāḥ bahavo jnāna-tapasā bhūtā mad-bhāvamāgataḥ. Bhagavan has described, Bhagavan has stated that whenever there is adharma, I appear, I manifest. I establish the dharma. And Janma karma cha me divyam. If Bhagavan has to be understood, he has to be understood in tattva. Bhagavan can be understood only in tattva. And when he is understood in tattva, his pastimes in tattva, then one would go back to the spiritual realm after they leave this body. In other words, when Bhagavan is understood in tattva, then this tattva jnana will lead one to have bhava of Bhagavan. How that happens, Bhagavan is explaining here. Vīta-rāga-bhaya-krodhā man-mayā upāśritāḥ. See, when Bhagavan is understood for who he is in reality in tattva, janma karma cha me divyam yomam vetti tattvataḥ tyaktva punarjanmana iti mam so iti Arjuna. So in this way, when Bhagavan is known in tattva, then one would enter into the spiritual realm after they quit this body. How does that happen? Just by knowing Bhagavan in tattva, how can one make it to the spiritual realm, to the spiritual world? How do we know that we have understood the Bhagavan in tattva? Man-mayā upāśritāḥ vīta-rāga-bhaya-krodhā. When Bhagavan is understood in tattva, then man-mayā upāśritāḥ. Like Lord Krishna said in 10th chapter in Bhagavad Gita, one who knows his opulences, that's wonderful. one who knows his opulences, they have no choice. They end up submitting to Bhagavan. That happens automatically because Bhagavan's Vaibhava is like that. So like that, here Bhagavan says, man-mayā mam upāśritāḥ. When Bhagavan is known in tattva, one will man-mayā, one will fill their manas with Bhagavan. And then mam upāśritāḥ takes the shelter of Bhagavan. Srila Prabhupada explains here. Takes the shelter of the spiritual master, who is the representative of Bhagavan. That's why we need Bhaktivedanta purports for all the shlokas of Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Sri Bhagavan says, think of me, offer worship to me, you take shelter of me. That's what Bhagavan says. And the Bhagavatam comes says, yes, yes, yes. Think of the Bhagavata, take shelter of the Bhagavata. And only that's how you get the shelter of Bhagavan. So like that, the Bhagavata's purport are needed. Because Bhagavan is speaking all this only after Arjuna has taken shelter of Bhagavan in the very beginning. And here in this case, Bhagavan is both the Guru and the Lord for Arjuna. So for us, what can we understand Bhagavan in tattva with our own head? We can't pass that. We can't even come out of the cloud of our head. What can we understand Bhagavan in tattva? So a tattva with Guru explains who Bhagavan is. So when one takes the shelter of that tattva with Guru, who places one in the shelter of the Bhagavan, at the lotus feet of Bhagavan, that's mam upāśritāḥ. Then man-mayā. Once there is that attachment to the lotus feet where we are placed by Sri Guru. Once there is a attachment there, strong attachment, anuraga, asakti there will be absorption, man-mayā. Mind can think only about Krishna. Krishna and Krishna and Krishna only. All the thinking, feeling, willing of the mind is now wherever the ashrita is, to the Bhagavan. So in this way, there will be vīta-rāga-bhaya-krodhā. There will be vita. Vita is freed. We are freed from raga, bhaya and krodha. Attachment to this material world, fear and anger. See the sequence, it comes like that. The raga, bhaya, krodha. Only, why do one has fear? Why should there be any fear? Why should there be any anger? It's only because of the attachment. So, when we are attached to getting something from this world, then only there will be fear that, oh, maybe what if I don't get what I'm looking for from this world? The anxiety and fear comes then. Oh, what if I don't get this from this world? And the anger also comes there. I have looked for this. I wanted this from this world, from this person, from this life, from this situation. I was expecting this to happen. I wanted this. But I didn't get it. anger. Raga-bhaya-krodhā. Anger or dukkha. When there is disappointment in the passion, there is anger. Disappointment in tamoguna, there is dukkha. All this is because of raga. Attachment to the things and people and everything is something of this world. So that raga causes bhaya and krodha. And how will that go away? If I come up with something in my mind, okay, to get out of this attachment, I'll come up with this plan. It doesn't go away like that. It goes away with upāśritāḥ. Then there will be man-mayā. All the attachment, when there is ashrita to a sādhu-guru, prasangamajaram pāsham atmana kavayo viduhu sayeva sadhu sukruto mokshadvaram apāvritam. That attachment to the world, when it is transferred to attachment to a sadhu, oh, that's when the life changes. That's when the attachment to Krishna comes. This is one simple thing in bhakti. Even if we don't know anything in bhakti, even if we can do anything in bhakti, even if we don't understand anything, one thing if it is done in bhakti, done. Will be reaching the goal. That one thing is attachment to a sadhu. So that attachment to the sadhu will gradually take our attachment away from this world. Only that thing actually. Only this attachment to a sadhu. Only this factor can take away the attachments of this world. There is nothing that can take us away from. Not attachment to Bhagavān directly, that doesn't happen. First attachment to a sadhu. And this attachment to sadhu, who we are giving a place of guru, then that attachment to sadhu-guru will take away the attachments of this world. Like that. When the attachment to this world is going away, then vīta-rāga-bhaya-krodhā happens. That stage where there is deep attachment to sadhu-guru, then there will be attachment to everything about bhakti. Great attachment to the nama, anuraga to the nama. This will cause bahavo jnana tapasa pūtāmat bhavam āgatāha. With this great attachment, there will be bahavo jnana tapasa. There will be great penance and the jnana, realized knowledge will come. When there is this great attachment to sadhu-guru and nama, vidya-vadu jivanam happens. Realized knowledge will come. It's not that we have to hear so much about Bhagavān and we have to hear from so many people. That's not how realizations come. Realizations come when there is attachment to sadhu-guru. When that loving attachment and loving submission to sadhu-guru is, oh my goodness, the key in bhakti. Loving attachment, which causes loving submission to sadhu-guru, can cause vijnana, not even jnana. They don't have to struggle too much to understand from here and there and read and all that struggle is not needed. Even few words about Bhagavān when they are heard from the sadhu-guru, who the Sishya is wanting to lovingly submit, the magic is in that mood of wanting to lovingly submit. That's where the vijnana comes. Even if they are hearing only few words about Bhagavan. That's when the vijnana comes, realized knowledge comes. This realized knowledge, this takes one from asakti to bhava. Puta madbhavamāgatāḥ. This great attachment to the sadhu-guru gives great attachment to the nama, and this submission, loving submission. Ocean of mercy, ocean of love. This loving submission causes one to have bhava. Bhava to Bhagavan, sthayi bhava to Bhagavan. This is the key factor. It's not with the knowledge, just with the knowledge or taking the courses or hearing so much from everybody all the time and doing. Not any of these things. Only one thing, loving submission to sadhu-guru. That is the pulling force for the vijnana to descend and make that transition from asakti to bhava. Amito kangalang Krishna Krishna bowling Dayita va pache pache. That's how the bhava comes. Krishna is with this sadhu guru. And for that Krishna to come in our heart, only this, a loving submission to this sadhu guru who has Krishna in his heart, who is actually with Krishna. And that's when the bhava also comes. Actually, that's when the ruchi happens. That's how the asakti, great attachment happens. And that's how puta madbhavamāgatāḥ happens. One will have the bhava and then agataha, they will come to me, says Bhagavan.